So Merlin and I came across a predator on TikTok and completely convicted, but he was obviously spinning some live. So this is a clip from a live stream on TikTok where we look at his BS. So this is him here in this news article. Convicted ex-offender who slept in house with 6 children will leave jail sooner despite being risk to others. An ex-offender who was locked up after he stayed overnight in a house with 6 children without telling the police has had his sentence cut. Jonathan Richard Salt, 37, of Skegness, was subject to court orders after he was convicted in 2007. So he was convicted in 2007 of possession of indecent photographs of children. But he breached the obligations on numerous occasions, including by twice failing to tell the police he was staying at a house with children. So because he's on the register, he'll have had to adhere to certain rules, and usually the police need to know what addresses he's residing in and stuff like that, and obviously he's failed to do that. He also set up bank accounts and used an alias when applying for a phone line, all without telling the authorities. So he's tried quite a lot of ways to deceive people and deceive the authorities. He was jailed in November after admitting 4 counts of failing to comply with requirements under the Sexual Offences Act. But after an appeal by his lawyers in London, 3 top judges cut the 3-year sentence to 2.5 years. Mr. Justice said the case was very serious because Salt is a habitual liar. And as we go in and get into this, you're going to say that he obviously tells a lot of lies still. However, the 3-year sentence was way too long. It will be cut by 6 months. Having been convicted in 2007, Salt breached orders or notification requirements repeatedly and received jail sentences. So I want to talk a little bit about his what he claims his defence is. I'll show everyone here, okay? So he's also shown it today without any sort of editing. Now, if I have a look at it, and by the way, YouTube, this has been put in the public domain by David himself, and this is in no way sharing private documentation, as David himself has made it available on his TikTok account. I know here, Jude. So it says, obviously, Crown Court case number and Crown Court code. And it says the defendant, now this is important because we're going to hear him lie maybe. Defendant Jonathan Salt, aka David King. So since the offences have taken place, he's changed his name. He's changed his name, which I think offenders should not. They just shouldn't be able to do that, let's face it, they shouldn't. Now it says the date of the order, so when the Sexual Offences Prevention Order was put in place was the 5th of the 4th, 2013. Now it does say that it was discharged, but that it was only discharged last month, the 12th of the 3rd, 2025, and it says it once again down at the bottom there. So this is the account that he was currently using on TikTok, where he was just blocking everybody who confronted him about who he was.
This is the thing, I made these silly mistakes when I buy shit.
Silly mistake.
It doesn't matter, it's not the facts and evidence. Because I didn't think about that, I just sold it the same day. Before
he was convicted in 2007 for having indecent images of children.
I even had a chance to switch it on.
And he tries to say this story, basically.
David Salt. Yeah, before I even had a chance to power it on, I literally got rid of it. Because the guy was pressuring me, he wanted it desperately. He said, oh, I like that computer a lot.
He obviously doesn't understand how digital forensics work. So he thinks that this is a brilliant alibi, even though he was convicted and put on the register. that he apparently bought a computer from a skip, you know, like a recycle place or something. Before he'd even switched it on, his friend wanted to buy it, and he sold it to the friend, and then it turned out that computer had these indecent images. I mean, digital forensics, pal, so they would know whether the computer had been switched on. They would know what activity had been done on the computer. They would know how long you'd been on certain applications, what you had done. They'd be able to recover deleted software. The deleted software or images or anything like that, if it had been deleted, would be time-stamped. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. He is lying. His IP address would have been displayed, which is like a digital postcode and everything like that. And if you are watching this on YouTube, guys, where we are editing and whacking it up, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, as it will push this video out so more people know about this wronging.
Like it, I want it. Yeah, I sold it. The day I brought it, I sold it. Because I got fed up with people pissing me off. That's why I got it done. Not DJing tonight, no. I'm DJing on Friday.
He's talking about changing his name there. Because he's changed his name from Jonathan Salt to David King.
No, I bought a computer from a tip. You know, a recycling centre where you go take all your rubbish and shit. Well, they sell stuff. They sell products and stuff like that.
Do that at my local tip, but it's furniture, not electronics.
Because somebody offered me better money for it. So I thought, fuck it, if I can get extra money, why would I not get rid of it? I have got evidence of buying it.
It's got evidence of buying it. Okay, so that would be like receipts or banking info, things like that. And I'm highlighting this because later on, surprise, surprise, he says he doesn't have evidence of this.
They went to the tip and asked them. They're doing Mansfield. They literally do sell stuff in Mansfield.
The judge described him as a dangerous liar.
There's a Mansfield recycling centre and literally they do sell stuff. Report me to the police all you like. Good for you. Won't do anything because I'm not on anything.
And he thinks that because he's now off the register, that means he didn't commit the crime. Alright, genius. How did you get put on it if you weren't convicted? Honestly.
I don't know what he did when he had that computer and what he did afterwards, but I got done for it.
I don't know what he did with the computer afterwards, but I got done with it. Switched it on, look at these files and went, Jesus, my mate is a PDF. And I assume he then reported it to the police.
Because I lied to the police when I was staying out and when I got...
You lied to the police? I'm shocked. So after lying to us and saying the news articles aren't about him, he's now going to go in depth about the news articles because they are about him.
Got addresses. I changed addresses and stuff like that. They're talking about the liar bit. Not about the original thing. It's because every time I got breaches, I kept lying to the police where I was going and lying to the police when I changed my name.
Nothing more dangerous than an S-offender anyway, but imagine an S-offender that is put under restrictions and is continuously breaching them.
Well, I did. Warsop tip. It's in Warsop. Is it Warsop? Yeah.
Warsop tip in Warsop, wow.
Yeah, Warsop. The tip in Warsop, that's where I got it from. If people want proof, go onto my other name on TikTok, which is David. No, it's DJ Dave. DJDave.k on
DJ Dave
underscore backup. Go on there and prove.
Hope he's not DJing kids' parties.
On there. No, it doesn't say that. I've read the Google pictures. The thing. I know it doesn't say that. No, I'm not looking for kids. I fucking hate kids.
Not really doing yourself any favours, to be honest, with that statement. Bit of a weird thing to say.
You're boring me now anyway. I don't care what you believe, I'm not even bothered. No, Warsop. Not Worksop, Warsop. There is a Warsop in Mansfield, it's just as you're going out towards...
Well, Jude, exactly. Great point.
Oh, I don't know where it is. Yeah, that's what was on about, the failing to comply. That was a lie a bit. Here's my name to keep the...
Yeah, it's failure to comply with your register requirements. To telling people where you live. Telling them, you know, not going under pseudonym names, things like that.
Peace from me, so I got fed up with people judging me.
Well, that ain't ever going to stop, PDF.
Because I sold the computer before I had a chance to check it. Oh my god, what part do you lot not understand? I didn't even...
You obviously don't understand digital forensics, but let's face it, you only have one tooth, and I've seen the way you write. So I'm not expecting that peanut-sized brain of yours to comprehend that if that was the case, the police would very easily be able to tell that the computer had not been used by yourself.
Switch it on. I sold it the same day. No, this is in Warsaw.
Trying to get rid of the evidence, did you? Oh my goodness, look at them teeth.
If you're driving from Woodhouse, going towards Warsaw, just as you enter Warsaw, there's a turning right. You go up there, there's a tip right at the top. I didn't admit it. Yeah, that's because I stayed at my partner's house. I slept at my partner's house with him. We both had our own bedroom together. Yes, I was sleeping in the bedroom with me and my partner slept in the bedroom together.
Which there was children in the house and you didn't tell the police.
No, I never turned the computer on. Don't even know what was on there. I sold it because I didn't even switch. It was never even switched on. Papers always fucking lie. Yes, because I didn't tell my partner. So
Papers always did lie, and here you are talking about the conviction, saying that it did happen, that you did lie to the police about your where you were and things like that. That you have lied to everybody, that, you know, the news article isn't about you, but it is about you, and here you justifying the crimes that are in the news article. Honestly, these people are so dumb.
check it. Check my search history, and I give everybody £1,000, literally £1,000 for every single picture they can find.
What do you want? A tap on, like, a pat on the back? You were caught with indecent images on your PC, as well as breaching your register requirements. But yeah, right, so if you're watching this on YouTube, obviously you've just seen the face of a predator. Unfortunately, predators are all over social media, definitely on TikTok and even on here. So make sure to regularly check your children's devices. Please let me know in the comments what you think of David as well. Be very interested to see. And there should be a box appearing on the screen around about here with a video I think you guys might find interesting as well. So make sure to check it out. A DV perpetrator on TikTok. Peace.